Blue Jays welcome the Phillies to the Rogers Center. Two teams in Mount Zach Wheels
career. You say Kikuchi is allowed one.
That will take one more short break and bring you the ball game.
His team this year, coming into the season, as you might think when you look at all of these names, who in his first year of an 11-year contract with the streak and hitting .436 over that streak.
And he's had a terrific season. For the year, he's
won a win in 10 innings. Blue Jays will try to turn the tables on them. Here, each other's so-called natural rival, Blue Jays and Phillies, who have these home and homes every two. But he is a power and he's got 30 home runs on the season.
Yeah, he's kind of
fouls this one back, and it's 2-2.
Season, and he's never really concerned about
the home plate umpire Ryan Wills for a timeout.
Hit or miss.
Yeah, an intuition, and their numbers are not good. They are better than the Blue Jays have had over 3-2 and a check swing, and on the appeal he's intense and never afraid to let you know how he's feeling.
See, it's that hard slider, and he goes around.
Number 2 hitter for the Phillies, baseman, but you may recall Rhys Hoskins spring. So Bohm has had to play a lot, and whether or not, and this is a fairly 0-2. And a fastball right down the middle to get.
And you can see it in essence about him now, and that fastball is as good as any left.
It's not deep. Springer is there. At bat after at bat. Again, Matt Chapman out with the things getting closer. So a bit of a different looking lineup again.
Blue Jays have actually fared pretty.
Swinging, and Merrifield hits one down to third. So will
challenge you. He's going to put the ball in play. You see his walk and strikeout rate.
Back in May, 7 strong innings against the back on May the 9th. Who started off with the Mets, then signed a $118 million deal.
He was actually drafted by Beltran. And
look at that hard cutter or slide. This is
going all the way back to spring training. Danny did a great job with it. It's really kind of interesting. I was very surprised. Got hit on the forearm and on the wrist over the week.
Fastball misses away, and it's 2.
Much like Bryce Harper for the Phillies. And that's the problem right there. I mean, that thing is probably 10 inches off the plate.
The 2-2 on the way. And this one hit down the Kikuchi, 95, 96, and a few 97s.
You say he's not sitting down in the dugout. He's just walking around, got his glove.
Again, that one runs in off the plate.
And pitches, and that is a terrific moving.
Putting up a
distantly. He's been out here taking it.
And he got him in and out.
Here's an option to make room for him. Kevin Kiermaier, the 3 individuals to Kiermaier's left, Bo Bichette, and then potentially rejoin the Blue Jays on Friday in Cincinnati, back in the fold.
Matt Chapman is not on the IL. He is out again tonight with Seago. John Schneider said, nope, it's not going to bring him back Friday as well. The center field, easy play for season.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody back and everybody now. You just expect that the hitters are going to come around.
Baseman, and boy, has he taken his game up.
Wow, that's a tough pitch, man. To miss your spots, and you can see how he jammed.
Wouldn't get the chase on the slider, though, down. Fouls off the next slider that he sees.
Change their approach once they get to 2 strikes. They short.
2-2 again. And this one out to left field, and an easy play. 6, slider 89, curveball 83, and using
thrown enough strikes with this fastball. If you don't throw enough strikes with your
split change arsenal this year, he just hasn't had the going so well. He doesn't need it very often. Here the batter, fly ball, and again playable, and it's George Springer lead. Breaking ball down and away, and it's 1-1. Turned it on quite a bit. Just off the outside corner.
Players don't panic when they go for 35.
Boy, that 2-seamer's nasty.
Yeah, Wait, right-handed hitters this season, and that's
Tried it again, and you can't blame Wheeler for trying to get it.
throw it until you show me I can't throw. His rhythm is better.
Right.
Than it is right now early in this game. He is
hitting 5th for the 2nd consecutive game. In the Cup Series, he went 4 for 10, and he kind of quietly for it.
Yeah, and what he has done is he's done a ball off his bat, staying on top of those.
You know, when you look at all the options that John Schneider has at second base, Chapman's out. So the versatility is really coming in handy. You're going to play.
Yeah.
And Schneider played a few games, and then a close pitch. So Davis Schneider has an off day yesterday. If you're wondering much of his stuff.
Yeah, and Monday is an off day. What's it like up there?
Bohm, the first baseman, in foul territory.
They have unfortunately been rained.
Well, that's unfortunate because so say somebody like Trevor Richards think more than just one game. So Mother Nature remains undefeated.
Yeah, and you know what? He has to go back on the IL, but if it happened, leagues at this point.
Push things back too much. Over for a look, but no play. Phillies fan as a kid. He's a Blue Jay fan now, but he was a Phillies in war number 25. And pops one up for so.
Boy, this has been a career season for Yusei Kikuchi. That curveball, the steal, the strike, first pitch
hitter. Late on the fastball, and it's 0-2.
Let me tell you, fastball has been up to 90, good as anybody's.
Last year, a lot of times the slider was to the right-handed batters, like that, and they swing over the top of that.
But that's the slider, and then slider. And because Realmuto had seen good velocity.
And aggressive hitters in baseball. Percentage in baseball. So we'll see if Kikuchi can try the slider again, but no chase on that one. Outside and a full count.
And you can see their body language suggesting how they feel. Pitch very efficiently, and he's done that. And it's really
in some pitchers it seems to have helped. Depend pitches. Off-liner into center. That's a base hit for Soto.
Take a look at his last 5 starts.
Out for the number 9 hitter, Johan Rojas. Fielder, great speed, great defensively.
Is here at Rogers Center, and he really sings the praises of.
And in there at 96.
Second strikeout, called strikeout. First time through the batting order, and that was shotgun his delivery. It's the ball back in the strike zone.
So back to the top of the order for Kyle Schwarber.
Interesting with. He is really impressed, and everybody's wrote him off for the season.
This is one out towards second. Biggio has it so far for Yusei Kikuchi to Dwelling. And Santiago Espinal, who leads off. And quietly 206 over his last 11 starts. Follow right field and going out the second base.
Ball right off the end of the bat, and in his career.
Paul DeYoung home runs in his career against Wood. But he elevated the fastball again.
Out with guns ablazing fees in trade for Carlos Beltran. And then he was part of guard Matt Hart. Ace.
A one-hopper out to Stott at second to play. Extremely well so far here tonight.
We've seen him throw it more and more as the season's gone on. Kikuchi actually entered springer's pitch strikes now with a curveball, and he went. And the Blue Jays have done a ton of work.
Again, all 3 pitches all away as Alec Bohm lines out. For times last year, it felt like he's behind in the.
It's not the case this year against Kikuchi. You have.
He's in the ballpark. You can hear. Well, the fans are really. And we both look down.
Batting cages. but today, because the left-hander batting coach and he
Swing and a miss. Look at that slide.
Phillies, they're fourth and
Castellanos with a fly ball to center in the first. Wow. I mean,
just from the left side, as you say, Kikuchi.
and that's the curveball. Again, a little slower.
And Castellanos says, I need some.
Misses away with a fastball.
Castellanos, you got to believe he's going to come back with a break. He went back to the slider and just missed down and in.
Got him. For Yusei Kikuchi. On down and join us September the 9th between the Royals and the Seattle Mariners. Who are now Seattle got 4 in the 8th, 2 in the top.
Blanco dropped down a bunt to the first.
With a base hit into left center.
This is his 22nd career Blue Jays.
Out his first time up. Shallow right. And Stott out. Season. Bo Bichette, who's on the IL right now, probably to nobody's. I think doing exactly. 2-0 breaking ball.
He needed to throw a strike.
Foul ball.
As this ball is going to bounce and wide of third.
And Gabe Barrett looked like. Did you see that? The shallow center field coming way in. Second plate appearance for Kevin Biggio. He walked his first time up. Game today. It is too early to be that question, and obviously he keeps up on what's going on, but his focus is
teams are doing, but every one of them, man, I talk.
3 balls and a strike. Wheeler, a guy who barely, and he walks him again.
Fastball.
Blue Jays had a breakout day offensive runners in scoring position. They were just string. Ran on here are 3.
Guard the lineup, and you see Pete Walker.
And a fastball in for 1 to right.
Tries to put the bat on the opposite field base hit. Good going, Dan.
Left.
Only the third hit.
First time up. Bucks and break. Lanahan will undergo Tommy John on Monday, and this being all to miss all of next season. Ground ball definitely well, of course, and enough speed to.
Biggio with a quick turn, but you can see he's well past.
Who are out with significant injuries. You got to give them.
There's plenty of time because of injuries, but this will be his first time.
And again, a pretty good position. They are leading the Wild. Now ball to third again. To second one. And no runs, a base hit. Nope.
And out of the zone a lot.
Pops it up. Foul territory. And in comes. Thought we covered that last time.
You know, I'm
reader. Maybe you didn't know that at the time. Honey.
Another one.
Boy, this. Well, and I think and Rob Thompson, Corona, Ontario's Russell and company. Yep, he went around the postseason. I mean, you know, those were
their eyes set on a series.
Wow, that 2-seamer down and in.
Different in May, of course. DeYoung wasn't with them at that.
And Wheeler strike for the Pirates this year. Good dude. Success.
Came up as a starter at
top 6.
Runs.
That is off the.
Good job of getting leather on it and keep Sosa at some time to get the ball in, keep him from it.
Rojas, who shows bunt, and that's a tough. So they got
lineup. Played 76 games.
He hits this one hard, but it's well.
But it was off the plate inside, and he pulled it foul. Just couldn't keep it. Situation.
A high chopper up the third baseline.
Right away, it was going to bounce into foul.
For Kikuchi. That's a fair ball down into the corner. He's get 8, and the Rojas
does it bad and pulled it well foul down the left field into the corner. He's going to score early, and that ball is sliders. He's left up in the zone.
Right on the outside corner for a called strike. You talk to people around the Phillies about Schwarber in the playoffs. He said, you know, if a guy is too
concerned about his fellow players, and here he's caught looking at strike three out the next hitter. It was
in the first round, 3rd overall by the Phillies back in. Ton of power, but a very productive hitter this year.
Corey Hart as well.
Yeah.
Been a pretty good clutch hitter for the Phillies.
Springer coming in and makes the play.
They're flying out on the first pitch back in the first inning in a fly
practice. There's nothing wrong with the power. Just Guerrero will make the 6th.
Records and 2 teams that have put up two teams have both flirted with 6.
I think on both sides there's kind of a feeling of, you want to say, 2
practice today.
Up the middle, and Merrifield's done it again.
Yeah, and we talked about Whitmer and hits that breaking ball right back up the middle. Get back to Kyle Schwarber in my conversation. You have to have a couple of guys.
They swept St. Louis 9-2 in the playoffs on their way to the World Series when
run you get into the postseason.
Nice play by Wheeler, and the Phillies a double play.
Another pitch. It was a
fly ball outs. Both series.
Yeah, that's just bad luck.
Yeah. And a 2-0 breaking ball drop. 2-2. It's hit into square field in the game.
Down and with Misty pitch down, and the Blue Jays have tied it up. Singley comes in to score the tying run.
Production, nothing wrong with 8:36. Bounce to first. Bohm has this one, and that'll end Jays' top.